Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and we are continuing with this Odyssey. It must have been a couple of months ago, maybe 3, I started this. What I'm talking about here is we were actually taking the stickers off this GM Chrome. I did that, said that the next stage would be to see whether or not leaving it for a few days would make it less sticky. Well, I can tell you right now, it didn't actually work. That is still sticky and it's got dust all over it, so I'm gonna have to clean that up. The only thing I can do to get rid of that now is to use white spirits or mineral turpentine, a very light amount on paper towel, and rub it off. I've done that in cleanup videos. I'll leave a link to one up there. So what we are going to be doing with this bat is taking weight off of it. So at the moment, in order to take weight off of it, we obviously need the stickers off, and that's what we did in the last one, how to get those stickers off and not ruin them. Weight without the grip to 10.2, probably 2.9 once all that dust comes off. Just kidding. Yeah, 62. What are we at down here? Very thin down at the toe. 24.9. They have a 4.5 millimeter camber. That's 15.3, really, really small. And up here, the same. So a lot of weight taken out up in this area and down at the toe, and all focused down in that mid-low area. So yeah, we're gonna try and get that out, and I'm gonna use techniques that you can use at home. And that's basically no machining. We're going to do this using a bit of pool noodle. Matt from Adelaide Bat Doctor showed me this years ago. Great idea. Just put the sandpaper across the curve and you've got a natural camber to take out wood. And you can obviously cut it and you've got a straight edge, so it doubles up. So I do use that. So we'll head over to the bench and we'll do that now, and then we'll come back with a conclusion, see what we actually ended up with.
All right, so we switched over to the camera. I'm just showing you there that I'm using 80 grit. I couldn't find any 40 grit at this point, which was a bit annoying. I've sped this up. It's now running at 6 times normal. Chuck some tape on there because I was worried that the actual sandpaper was going to hit those stickers. And just basically here it's all hard work. Remember, the whole point of this is to show you how to do it by hand, so that's what I'm doing. Obviously it helps to have a vise so you can brace it. Just cleaning off the sandpaper there with brush. Okay, so we keep going. At this point I'm not really worried about the measurements. I'm just trying to take wood specifically out of where the toe is and just before the middle. So I'm trying to really do the weight reduction as much as possible there. I found some 40 grit, but I'm using the disc sander for that. I bought a whole bunch of them off of eBay, so they're relatively cheap. Yeah, 40 grit definitely got through a lot more. And you see with the pool noodle, you can sort of grip it from both sides. I'm just showing you there just how deep those grooves go through. Obviously that was tidied up after. I don't have footage of the cleanup, just of the reduction. So, keep going. So the 40 grit's obviously getting rid of a lot more. And now I'm just doing some basic measurements just to see how I'm going. Am I taking more wood out of one side than the other? And I'm focusing on that other side now to bring it down. So how much actual wood are we taking out? Maybe 1 or 2 millimeters, that's all. So we keep going. There you go, 33.9. And on that side, 32.9. So extra millimeter there. Measuring at the middle, 37.3. And I think that means I've taken 0.7 of a millimeter out at that point. Trying to really focus on that side. Now I'm just doing a little bit more over the toe. There you go, 36.8. Come down a little bit more. I've moved down okay. So obviously I was pretty happy with it. 33.3 and 33.4 at the toe. Pretty much identical, showing there's a little bit more out of that toe. There is footage missing, and over there I'm just comparing it, so 35.3. Still plenty of wood in it. Generally bat makers would say 36mm is all you really need as far as the edge. And there what I'm doing is just having a look at the concaving and putting the pool noodle on an angle. So I'm just trying to bring that down so it's all nice and even on the shape, and I've turned it around there, as you can see. And I'll do that on both sides. So missing from the footage here is when I've done the cleanup, I've gone up through my grades of sandpaper.
Just a quick reminder to everybody that this bat you see here, the HR Sports with the custom stickers that I created and the gloves, is all up for a giveaway. There's a video that I'll put the link to right up in the corner here. That one. And you can enter it just by commenting, liking the video and being a subscriber. And it's going to be given away at 10,000 subscribers. If you can, start sharing the videos. Hi everyone, we've reached the end of the video and this is the finished result. The GM Chrome 606. I've put all the stickers back on. Some of them didn't go back on as well as I wanted to. I'll probably stick some PVA in there. That one there, I'm pretty sure that was a bit warped before I even got it. I've got the video from before just to see how much of a weight reduction we've done. So I've put the stickers back on. I've had to change the grip because I couldn't find the original grip that he had. So I've given him one of my GM terrain grips. And I've put the scuff sheet on. So it's exactly the same as it was when it came in. Switch over to that video. There won't be any voice. Bring it out. It says 43.65. So 2 pound, 11.65 ounces. And see if all of that hard work has actually resulted in any benefit whatsoever. And it's actually gone up to 12.1. So that would be because I've got the different grip on it. The terrain grip is obviously heavier. And yeah, I'm quite surprised with that. The other thing is that this bat's been sitting around for a couple of months and it's been wet, so it's probably absorbed a bit of atmospheric moisture. But I wasn't expecting there would be a great benefit from it. If you actually look at the shape that way, you can see we've actually taken that down a fair bit. We've got some extra concaving in there, but even doing it that way, it's very hard to actually get any more than a couple of millimeters out of there. One of the factors that sort of made it difficult is A, this is heavy willow to begin with. B, we've got a restriction that we can't remove all the stickers. So we can't actually shape and take weight out uniformly throughout the shape. Now the question is, with the weight that we have taken out down the bottom and here, does it actually pick up better? And I'm actually going to have to leave that up to the owner to work out because pickup is such a subjective thing. It doesn't mean much for me to pick it up and say what I think. Firstly, because I don't like bats that are 211 myself. I wouldn't use them. I think the maximum I've used is about 210. It never suited my game. And the other thing is, it's really up to him. So we'll see what he says. And I'll put some comments in there or let him comment on it to say what he thinks. It has been interesting to do this, to show you the whole process of using the pool noodle to actually carve out some additional wood, taking off the stickers, putting them back on, you know, and trying to save them. For the most part, they're all right. I think we'll have to get some PVA under that one and just glue it down a little bit more. But I think at the end of the day, if you're gonna buy a heavy bat, and then take it to a bat maker expecting them to be able to turn it into some miracle without dramatically changing the shape, then you're actually asking for things that are not achievable. The density of the wood and the final shape is, you know, determined by the bat maker when it's made. And the only other tricks I've got up my sleeve are to take off the binding and put some tape on. That would probably save, we'd probably get that under an ounce. I wasn't expecting that I was going to get a lot of change, and particularly because I didn't do it within the same week, the weight measurements are pretty meaningless. It'd be interesting to see what it actually weighs in summer. I'd say that's going to drop an ounce, so it might be down to 211 and we've saved half an ounce. I do know that these videos actually get a lot of views, and it's how I can reach more audience and try and introduce them to the channel, which is all about the appreciation of bats and introducing you to the variety that's out there. So if that's something that does actually appeal to you, then there'll be some links at the end of the video, and there's also playlists on the landing page. Subscribe and YouTube will let you know when there's new content. So thank you very much for sticking with me. If you do want to help support what I do, there is a super thanks button. I think it's 70% of whatever you choose to donate to the channel. It comes directly to me, and that does help me a lot. So we'll see you on the next video, everybody. Thanks for watching.